Hi everyone, welcome back. I just thought I'd shoot this quick video. I got my friend James coming over. He's got a 1960, I'm not sure what year it is, 65, 66, 230 SL Pagoda in white. Can't think of the interior colour, but I think it's a blue. But yeah, he's coming over in about 10-15 minutes, and I'm going to see if he'll let me well, he'll let me film it, but whether he'll want to. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. He should be in about 10-15 minutes, so great. Or if he's
here's James's, what year is it, James? A 63 230 SL Pagoda. And what's the colour code again?
717.
717 with the
white, and 332 for the blue.
332. He's got the blue hubcaps, and that doesn't count for the blue interior, or does it refer to that?
No, it does have a blue soft top, but the blue hard top is 332.
How long you had it?
Since 1980.
See, there's a few members with, I think Simon, one of the moderators, he's got, I'm not sure if it's a 230 or a 280 actually, but...
This was the first year they made them. This was number 871.
871?
Yeah.
Oh, really? And it's got, what, drums on the back?
Yeah, drums.
And you got the nice... now, do they all have the headlights like that?
This is the European model. So it has the Euro headlights and the kilometer dash.
KMH, yeah.
Yeah.
Can we have a look at the engine then, James?
Sure. And this one was delivered to Holland.
Holland?
The
Oh, okay.
Netherlands. So it spent its first several years in Amsterdam and then got shipped to Los Angeles.
That's in good shape, isn't it? Now, what have you done to it, the engine?
Well,
just basic maintenance, is it?
Basic maintenance, yeah. Almost everything has been tinkered with at some point. Original fuel injectors.
Right. Oh, it is?
Yeah. But
and what about the pump? Have you had anything done to the pump?
I don't believe so. The fuel pump in the back I have.
Right, but not the injection pump, no. And have you got, is that a new booster on there?
Yeah, I had a new power booster put in. I think I've done master cylinders and the brakes a few times.
And what about, are you running still the points?
Yeah, I still have the points.
Old school, there you go.
And red coil, Bosch.
Okay.
And swear by it.
Very nice. And when did you have it painted?
It was painted in about 1980, let's see, 1992.
So that stood up pretty well, hasn't it, really?
It's done okay. Yeah.
But you've garaged it though, haven't you?
Yeah, it's been in the garage the whole time.
Right.
The interior's been redone.
Right. But that dash you said is not being repainted though, is it?
No. That's the original dash color.
Right.
And this is not the original Becker that came with it. In fact, it didn't have a radio when it was delivered.
Okay.
So it had that number plate.
Oh, over
here.
A plate there.
Yeah, and so what we did is, back in the 80s, I put a real, like, 80s style stereo in there.
Oh, gotcha.
Speakers and, you know, I think it was a Bose or whatever it was.
Right.
But then originally it had other cars of this vintage had the Becker, so I went and I found one.
Oh, okay. You just found it on what?
I bought
second
it from
hand
a friend, yeah.
Oh, okay. And you've redone the wood as well.
Redid the dash.
What was up there before? It was broken up, was it?
It was broken up veneer. It was in bad shape.
Right, and that's solid.
Those are two halves that are solid. This is the original radio cover, so I tried to match the two together.
Yeah, and you put, is that new carpet or not new carpet?
It was a carpet kit that I got back in the early 90s.
That's pretty decent though, isn't it? I mean, it looks pretty stock.
Yeah, it's called the square weave.
Right.
I think the original was a little slightly different.
Right.
Got the cocoa mats.
Right.
And
handbrake down there. Huh.
Yeah, handbrake has the ivory tip, which
Right.
is rare. You don't see the ivory very often.
Right. And you said this at one point. Did you say this was a manual?
No, this
No,
one
it was automatic all the
Yeah.
time. Oh, okay.
It was only
Oh,
the
okay.
20-something automatic to come along.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And what about the rear here? Let's have a look in the trunk.
Well, I'll show you a couple things first.
Oh, okay.
So the tail lights are not original.
They're not?
Because originally they were all red.
Oh, I like my 68
Yeah,
over there.
the
Okay.
lenses were all red.
Okay.
But one of them had gotten broken and the other one was pretty shoddy. So I went and the only thing I could find were at that time were the amber.
Right.
So
That's
this would
from
be-
all the 70s,
Yeah,
isn't it?
this would be probably from a 69 or a 70.
Okay.
But it fit right in.
Yeah.
And then later they came out with just the replacement lens.
Oh, okay.
Crack this out. You have to like break it out
Really?
and re-glue in the all red.
Oh, okay.
So I could do that at some point, but I figured
Well, at
I
least
like the amber because people can see me.
it
and-
shows up, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, so that's not original.
And those two things either side of the license plate
Those grommets are original.
for the bigger
They
license.
would have been for the bigger license
Yeah.
plate.
Okay.
And then this is not original gas cap. They cost a fortune, and I haven't broken down to pay them. You can get them for like $300 or $400.
What?
For a yeah,
Really?
it's a chrome.
Oh man.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
Couldn't you just have that chromed?
I guess you could. It has these little wings on it.
Yeah. Yeah. You could probably have that chrome for a lot less than that. Wow.
And then I'll show you the. This one had the vertical spare
Nice.
here.
That's in very tidy shape, isn't it, in the trunk?
They changed that after a while because water would.
Oh, water would get down in the
Collect
thing like
them.
mine, yeah?
Yeah. I didn't know company was coming, or I would have cleaned up.
Oh, that's all right. So, have you done anything to the inside of the trunk, or have you just sealed and stuff, I guess?
I've replaced all the rubber. And
Right.
I've also there was some surface rust that I sanded down and
Right,
I did it the old-fashioned way.
right.
Spray painted it.
There you go. Well, keep it at bay, yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't drive this in the rain now anyway, do
No,
you?
it hasn't been wet in a long time.
Yeah, well, that's the killer, isn't it? You might as
Sometimes
well,
I
yeah.
wash it, but most of the time it's hand.
Yeah,
And
just wipe it down, yeah. Nice.
I used to have a jack.
what-
I have a different jack.
Oh,
I used to
okay.
have the original jack,
Oh, okay.
but I don't have that anymore. It used to come with a toolkit, of course. I don't
Right.
have that.
And so how many miles on it when you first got it?
About 130,000 kilometers.
Right.
And I did have the head rebuilt once,
Right.
one time. Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely shape.
Thanks.
We're going to go for a spin then?
We can.
Yeah, let's go for a
I
spin.
can actually listen to my music on my iPhone.
Oh,
through
I've
the
been
radio.
thinking of having that done actually to mine because I
It
want
had-
to keep the head all
Yeah,
original,
it
you
had
know.
the right connector in the back.
That's the same as in mine, the Corona, is it? Yeah.
Little sunroof.
Oh, you got some period music.
It's best of the 60s.
There you go.
This is the best of the 60s.
It's the first time I've been in one.
Is that right?
Yeah.
It's got manual steering. So
Oh, it's not power steering? No?
So it's actually nice because it's
You get to feel it, yeah?
well, when you have to.
It shifts just like mine. It's a little
Yeah, it's a
firm.
little clunky.
Yeah, but you get used to it, don't you?
Yeah. Ready to go left or right?
Just go up to the top and hang a left. Hey, it's a perfect day for it, isn't it?
Nice day. So I
nice exhaust note.
Yeah, it's got a little.
Yeah, it feels great. It feels tight.
Like I said, when I had the shocks and the pinion mounts on, made a big difference. I go down.
Yeah, it's hanging right. Now, do you take it to Rick, or do you do a lot of work yourself?
I do the general maintenance, oil change, fuel filter, kind of thing. But then
Right.
Rick will do anything suspension.
Right.
He's good.
Oh, Rick's a great bloke, isn't he? Yeah. Glad to see all that smoke gone.
Yeah, it's good. This is a 63 and that's a 61, and they couldn't be any more different looking.
Yeah,
I mean,
oh,
that
absolutely.
thing looks like a little, I mean, it's neat, I love those things. But it's like, this thing is more of a modern car.
Oh yeah, it was
Still.
ahead of its time, wasn't it? Yeah.
When do you want me to-
Yeah, pull in here, pull into the Grass Valley group, the old Bitney area.
Yeah,
Turn
I
it.
used to do gymnastics out here.
Oh really? Okay, you've got to be cameraman.
All right.
Oh. So it's pretty much as it is, just it's running right now, so I just leave it running. And I do the editing later. Okay,
Going for a little Pagoda ride.
going for a Pagoda, my first Pagoda ride. Look at this. Alright, so you start off in third, do you?
I would start in third or, yeah. Since
Can we
we're-
get out this way?
I don't know.
What's that red light? Is that?
That's just the RPMs are getting a little low.
Oh.
Right there.
Oh, I see.
It goes away.
Oh yeah, you can feel the mechanical steering. Really feels like a tank, doesn't it? Oh yeah.
It looks like a tank.
Okay, I can get used to this, James. Thanks for this.
Sure. We'll trade for a week.
There you go.
It's a lot easier than having those GoPros that you put on your forehead.
Oh yeah, I don't like those things. Well, they're okay for certain things, but I wanted a proper camera, you know. This shifts pretty good, actually. It shifts a little smoother than mine. And then you put it in fourth, yeah?
Yeah, that's when you want to go to the final.
That's not bad shift, actually.
I told you there's an art to driving it.
Yes.
You've already got it.
Well, I'm kind of used to the... Yeah, I can really feel the difference in the steering.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's lovely though, isn't it?
The thing is, the speedometer is in kilometers.
Oh, right.
So when the policeman pulls you over and says, "Do you know how fast you were going?" and you say 110, you get yourself in trouble.
at this. So they made the 230, did they do a 250 as well?
Yeah, they came out with a 250 and I think 66.
Right, and then the 280 final one.
Right. And the 250s, most people like to make the argument that they're the perfect blend.
Because they had discs all round it.
Yeah, they have certain things that the 280 has that, you know, this one doesn't have, but also some of the things this thing has. What I like about this is it's pretty stock.
Yes,
you know,
exactly.
There's no air conditioner to plug you down, and no power steering. The only time you need power steering is when you're pulling in a parking spot.
Yeah, exactly. Parking would be a bit heavier, wouldn't it? You know, for the longest time, when I first got my Mercedes, I'd be driving around and I must have had about half a dozen people pull out in front of me as though they just weren't seeing me.
Yeah,
and it really got to be a concern. I wasn't sure what was going on. But they don't do it anymore. A lot of the time I'll drive with the lights on, you know.
I hope it's not because they think it's a VW and they don't want to be behind it.
Right, yeah.
More noise than
well, it's got kind of a nice sound to it, isn't it?
Yeah. Nice little Sunday driver.
Oh yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Even though it's a relatively small car, you really feel like it's got some stability and some strength around it. You know, I know it's on the smaller side, but
it's a little squat. It's a little,
yeah.
you know.
But it's substantial. You know.
Yeah. I just remember the first time I drove it and it had that big old steering wheel.
Oh yeah, I love the big steering wheel.
Yeah.
You get good leverage on it, and I like that it's thin. You know, a lot of the modern steering wheels are fat. You know.
We'll head to the beach.
There you go. Bring your surfboard. It makes you be engaged what you're doing, doesn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, you got to really drive it. You can't just sort of sit. It's like I was riding my motorcycle yesterday, and I must admit there was one time where I was actually thinking about my welding, and all of a sudden I was like, whoa, I got to slow down a bit, you know?
Yeah. Especially on the curvy.
Oh yeah.
Stuff. It cruises pretty nice on a flat, flat highway.
It probably likes it at what, around 55, 60, you know?
Yeah.
Mine tends to really like that 60 mile an hour because you're like right by the power band, you know, where you can take off if you want it.
Exactly.
You got a perfect music selection, haven't you?
Nice 60s blend. I think there's a little competition with Corvettes.
Oh right, yeah.
The older ones. And for some reason people, I hope I don't offend anybody, but people with the Porsches, like the 356s and stuff, they look down a little bit on us.
Do they?
I thought so. Maybe,
what's the matter with
maybe
them?
I was imagining it.
Do they really? Do you think so?
Well, yeah.
This is lovely. Thanks a lot, James. That
You're
was
welcome.
lovely. Oh, you've got Buffalo Springfield, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a great one.
It's a good 60s.
Well, thank you, James.
No problem.
I got to take off now, and I got to go over and see my father-in-law. Was given a Triumph Bonneville.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so
That's a nice
he wants me to go and have a look at it. But Thanks for showing us.
All right.
And I will see you down the coffee shop.
Sounds good.
Oh, that's awesome. Keep your eye out for the video.
I will.
Thanks a lot, James. Thanks for showing us.
No problem.
Have a good one. That was a good fun. Nice looking car.
Well, that was a treat. I really appreciate it, James. That was great to have you over. That was a nice surprise for a Sunday. First time I drove a Pagoda. Great fun, a lot of fun. I can see why people are drawn to them. Lovely little car. So thanks again, James, and thanks for watching, everybody. And I will see you in the next one. Please hit subscribe and the like button and the share button and all the buttons. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.